Srikanth Kondapalli is a professor of Chinese studies at Jawaharlal Nehru University, and he joins us live from New Delhi. Professor, first off, what does this all mean for China's space program?
I think this is quite significant because there are a number of civilian economic prospects that can be expected. For example, every 1 milligram of helium-3 can contain the same amount of energy obtained from about 4 tons of coal. And every dollar of investment in the space program can bring something like $8 to $14 to the society, including the telecommunication network or other facilities for the Chinese first, and then to the global community. I think the Chinese have been successful for over a long period of time in the manned spacecraft. 6 crewed missions have been sent. 11 astronauts have been sent to the space since 2003. They have launched over 412 satellites, and this is as against the American 1,800 or so satellites. Overall, we have about 4,000 satellites across the globe by different countries. China made significant achievements in space launches and programs despite the human resource development problems, financial or S&T problems. Previously, there are a lot of launch failures, but today they have been successful in all this. Lunar probe efforts have also been launched since 2007, and they have landed the craft on far side of the moon last year, actually in 2019. And the space shuttle launches since April this year, the 16-meter long space station that is now being developed with the launch today. And there is also a number of other developments like satellites, space recovery technologies, space engineering system with development of a nearly a dozen Long March series of launch platforms, multiple satellites of different configurations for different missions. So there is a lot of prospect in the space program.
Is China becoming the dominant force in space now? Because it seems like recently, in the last few years, they have become having more and more launches of satellites into space. I mean, what does this all mean for Western countries like the U.S.? Are they falling behind in the space race?
Well, as you see that the International Space Station is about to be decommissioned somewhere in 2024, as you mentioned. Also, the Chinese are going to complete the project by next year with 11 more launches and various maintenance and other build-up programs for this. The extravehicular activity that you're showing now on the TV is also a major achievement because they can do a lot of repairs. They can also do docking and protecting the spacecraft. Also, a lot of laser developments can happen. In terms of the global, the Chinese are, of course, today the third after the US and Russia. Russia is concerned with the financial related issues, and so they are now planning to collaborate with the Chinese. Americans obviously are at the peak of their space technologies, despite some of the reverses that we have seen recently. But definitely China is making a race along with the United States and other spacefaring nations. But of course, there are other countries like Japan, European Space Agency, then there is the South Koreans, Indians, so many other space programs are coming up. So which means that there is a lot of race out there in the space.
All right. We'll leave it there. Srikanth Kondapalli joining us from New Delhi. Thank you so much for your time.